Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Dr. Jen, the Intuitive Phoenix, here to, join you for a pop-up alive. It's been a while since I've held one of these, and because I've been changing some things and updating some things, and because I was preparing for my first webinar, which I am holding tomorrow, and got some other things in the works that I've been focused on and super excited about. So I want to share that all with you tonight. And also, as usual, if you've got questions, I have answers. So if you are joining me, let me know that you're here, because as I've shared, I can't always tell who's here and who's not. And so say hello. Let me know where you're checking in from, and let's get things started. All right, I see some people popping on and popping off. And let's see if we're going to have people ask questions. Now, when people get on here and have questions, you can ask me questions directly about me and the work that I do. You can ask about things that I offer, services and programs that I offer. You can ask me questions about something going on in your personal life or your professional life. Really when it comes down to it, there are unlimited possibilities on the questions that you can ask. I will also add, if you've got questions, certainly about something in your own life, whether it's in your personal life or your professional life, I don't typically need a whole lot of details to be able to provide you some insight or answers or direction. And if I do, I will be sure to ask for that information. Okay, well, I'm going to start talking about some other things until people either jump on or start sharing questions. As you can see, I offer a number of different services, but tonight, one of the things that I want to talk about is a free webinar that I am offering tomorrow. Tomorrow being the 29th, it's going to be at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and it's a webinar that I call your number one, or my number one secret. No, that's not right. My number one not so secret to transformation. And that's mastering your intuitive confidence. And the reason I call it my not so secret is because I don't want it to be a secret. I want you to know how mastering your intuitive confidence can catapult the transformation in your life. It has catapulted it in my life, and it continues to unfold and expand in really awesome ways. I'm meeting some new and working with some new amazing clients, and I'm meeting new amazing people, and there's just so much awesomeness happening. And the foundation of it for me has been my intuition and mastering my intuitive confidence. So I want to share with you so much tomorrow in this free webinar. I want to share you some of my real life experiences. I want to share with other real life experiences of and successes of my clients. I also want to share with you all the different ways that mastering intuitive confidence can benefit you. And even if life is good, if your career is good or your business is good or things are good at home, or you feel overall that things are good, this may still be something that I would jump on, because it can provide you with opportunities and experiences that maybe you haven't even thought of yet. One of the interesting things that often occurs when I'm working with new clients is they come in with a goal or a result that they're looking for, and pretty quickly they are discovering that they've settled, that their goals were, well, on some level small, or that they weren't aware of just everything that was possible and available to them. If you check out my Facebook, if you haven't already, I have some interviews on my video page with testimonials of some of the people that I've worked with who, again, their results far exceeded their expectations. And that's partly what mastering their intuitive confidence led to. So that's what I want to share with you tomorrow. I want to share with you what I've discovered. I want to share with you the benefits. And I want to open conversation for you to get on and ask questions and get answers about how intuition, whether you have it already or you keep hearing more about intuition, but you don't really know if it's happening in your life, or what I've noticed with a lot of people that I either talk to or work with, that they know they've got intuition, but they don't trust it, or they seem to be getting mixed messages and mixed signals at times, or maybe they use it in one aspect of their life and they're really frustrated because for whatever reason they can't use it in another aspect of their life. And they're aware how much it would benefit these other areas of their life because of how much it has benefited them either at work or at home or in particular situations. So that is, well, partly what is in store when you... Hey, Lorraine, welcome all the way from Indiana. Glad to have you here. I was just filling people in as I waited to pop in and say hello about some things going on. If you've got questions, because I think, Lorraine, this is your first time joining me, if you've got questions, you can feel free to ask. And it can be about work, it can be about things at home, it can be more general, it can be something about me and my work and how this all works. It really can, yeah, be unlimited on what you ask. And again, what I've shared with people is that, and if this for you, when you ask a question, you don't need to give me a lot of details, because often I don't need a lot of details. And if I need more, I will certainly ask for more, because sometimes I might need a little tidbit or clarify something. The other great thing about jumping on here and asking questions is often there are recommendations of some concrete steps that you can take to integrate, process, let go of stuff. I know when I first consciously chose to get on a healing journey, because I realized I had areas of my life that would benefit from healing. That when I was basically becoming more consciously aware and intentional about the choices that I was making in my life, that I would read books or listen to podcasts, and while I liked what I was reading and it resonated and felt good, I felt like it didn't provide me with concrete tools that I could implement and use myself. And that's one of the things that when you ask questions of me, often there's a concrete tool or concrete steps that you can take to let go of, process, integrate what might be going on. So Lorraine or anybody else who's watching this, whether it's live or as a replay, if you've got questions, feel free to ask. You don't have to go into a lot of details. I often don't need them. And I will get back to you with information. And of course, because I am holding a free webinar tomorrow, my number one not so secret secret to transformation, mastering your intuitive confidence. I'm going to post that link in the comments. Actually, I guess I can post that link in the comments now. Oh, no. I'll post it. I have the wrong link saved. I will post it in the comments when this is done, because you can register for that free webinar. And it's going to be jam-packed. You don't, in my opinion, you don't want to miss it. So you can register. You can share the link to register to friends, to family members, and they can join in, though they need their own registration, because if you try to use the same link once you're registered, you'll just bump each other off. So again, say hello, ask your questions if there's something in particular that you're wondering about, and consider, well, don't consider, do it. If you've at all been interested in intuition and how you can learn from it, benefit from it, now is the time. Get on this free webinar. Intuition has changed my life. Intuition has allowed me to connect with myself in such a deep and yet expansive way. Sometimes it still blows me away. And it is something that continues to be a foundation of how I live my life. I could not imagine moving through my days without my intuition. I use it in my business, I use it in my personal life, I use it in the work that I do with my clients. It is instrumental. There's so much more I'm capable of doing, being, having, serving when I use my intuition. And I want to share that with you. I don't want it to be a secret. Everybody has the ability to access their intuition. Everybody has the ability to enhance and utilize their intuition to get to a point that they can access it, as I put it, on demand, when I need it, when it would be beneficial, and trust it. That is possible for all of us. And I want to share with you what that looks like and what it can do for you. So, whether you're jumping on tonight in the live, whether you see the replay, somebody has shared it with you, get registered for the free webinar. Now, as I mentioned, it's 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, Thursday the 29th. It starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I know that time zone doesn't work for everyone, because I do have people I talk to and work with and communicate around the country and in even other parts of the world. And if for some reason you can't be on at 6 o'clock tomorrow, register anyway, and then you will get the recording. You will get access to all that information. Because, as I said, I want you to have that information. I want you to have access to it. Because I don't want it to be a secret. It transformed my life. it catapulted that transformation. Prior to that, I felt like I was taking baby steps. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. And obviously progress, and that's great. And at the same time, I was ready for so much more, but was scared. I was afraid. And this mastering my intuitive confidence allowed me to step outside my comfort zone. It allowed me and supported me to make changes in a way that, well, that I felt more comfortable doing. And if I didn't feel comfortable doing it, I could trust that it was really important and it would really benefit me if I did. So I felt like I had all this extra support and this energy and motivation behind me to how do I say it? Well, to move forward into those areas that weren't entirely comfortable or that scared me. So again, you're watching this live or replay. Say hello, say where you're jumping in from, and I will share the registration link for my free webinar in the comments. Register, whether you can attend live tomorrow or you want the recording, or both. But register, because that's the only way you'll be able to get into my free live webinar. I'm going to have Q&A. You'll have time to ask questions and for me to answer those questions. And I'm going to share with you the benefits and real life situations, circumstances, and ways that you can utilize your intuition every day of your life. I want you to be able to experience the level of support I feel like I have when I utilize my intuition. Okay, so if there's no more questions while we're still live, of course I'm seeing some people still continue to jump on and jump off. Feel free to post those questions. Feel free to share information that you're wondering about or what's going on. I don't need a lot of details. And absolutely register for my free webinar tomorrow. My number one not so secret to transformation, mastering your intuitive confidence, so that way you can get all that information. All right, I'm going to wrap things up for this evening, and I hope you'll join me. I'm going to post that registration link in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you there. As always, I'm sending you health and love and ease in your transformation. Until we connect again, I'll talk to you later.